So have
Rich, True Budget EDC and prepping.
we are here again to do another live. We will be doing a pocket dump, sharing what's in our pockets, and then Rich actually chose the conversation for today.
Yeah,
So
the women in EDC actually.
yeah, which I'm excited about. So
So, what's in
what
your
you got?
pocket or my pocket? Either one.
Go with you first.
Okay, so I have this is the James brand Folsom and thumb stud opening. I don't really like thumb stud openings, but this one's okay because it's pretty drop shutty. It's phosphor bronze washer, so that I have that VG10. I have pepper spray,
Yeah.
Magnum, Police Magnum. I have a fire pager that I can't get off my belt, so whatever, that's staying there.
So the Magnum pepper spray, that's
Yeah,
the stuff you talk about. That is the police grade.
it's law enforcement grade. So the pepper spray goes by MC, right? So it's not OC. This is 17% OC, which is like all oleoresin capsaicin, but that's not where the heat comes from. It comes from major capsaicinoids, which they police grade is like 1.33. It's in between. It's about the same strength as bear spray, actually.
Okay.
But this also has UV dye in it, so if you like blast somebody and they get away somehow, the cops can hit them with a black light or a UV light, and it'll show up that you got them with it. So I've seen guys online spray themselves with this. They're idiots, but it's super like hot, and it's made in the United States in Florida. Actually, a company called Advanced Tech makes it, and this one has a top so you can't accidentally discharge it on yourself. You got to literally lift it up and put your finger in there to spray.
Yeah.
So that's super cool, and the belt clip. But they have like so many different styles. It's hey, what's up?
My
Oh, I got it off. There it is. That's my fire pit. So I have that. I have the EAB light that I got from you in the giveaway. This thing's awesome, and with a little purple clip on it.
love
So
it.
this is a good fifth carry. Like I carry this in my pocket all the time. Like seriously. WowTac A6 that works great because I ran out of power the other day and I used it. I'm testing out this wallet. It is the Chums Daily, the Chums Daily, and it literally only holds like 3 cards though. Like back here, you're supposed to put cash in there, but I got my license in there, so I got that. You can't really get hardly anything in that. And then I think that's all I got. And then when I stepped out, I had my little EDC pouch, the Tiki Designs one. So I think I got something else. I got a coin, just a challenge coin, just random.
Nice.
And my watch is a Time X Field Expedition. Oh, and I got my Hank. So I got this True Budget EDC high pile microfiber Hank. So that's what I got. What do you got?
So I'm rocking the Wonder Woman bands as always. Still got the camo G Shock, and then in the front pocket got the breath strips. Have a actually pretty cool coin here.
Oh,
That
that's
is Anubis.
nice. This
So
is like a sun over the moon thing going
oh,
on.
that is cool. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So got that on me. Got some coins and a 20-sided dice.
I almost bought a D20 the other day. There's metal ones. That's a little tiny one.
Yeah, itty bitty.
They make huge ones too.
Don't fill this in my pocket. And if we're out and about and the 2-year-old starts going crazy, you hand him that, and we don't give him small toys because they go in his mouth.
Yeah, right.
So for about 20 minutes, this will entertain him like nobody's business.
That's why my wife doesn't give me small toys either.
Stop putting it in your mouth. Rocking the Spyderco with
Sweet.
I love flicking a knife open like that.
Nice.
You got to get a Spyderco just to do that.
I want to like. I don't like Spyderco, and there's no reason why I don't like them. I just don't like them because everybody else likes them. That's just who I am, right? Like, but I know I want to get a Spidey chef because I literally like the way that knife looks. Because really, what do you use your knives for mostly? Like for cooking and cutting stuff, right?
Yeah.
So like that would be an awesome. I'm using a Real Steel Terra now for that, which is another good like knife to use for it. But whatever. That's the only reason I want one. That's why I like Benchmade because everybody else likes Benchmade.
Mini Bic.
Cool.
And one day I'm going to flick it and it's not going to work. And it will have been after 100 videos of me doing that.
It lasts a long time though.
And then Rich got a preview of this just a second ago. I'm not going to open it up and show the contents because this will happen soon. But literally got this yesterday, a little new belt sheath. Inside is a multi-tool, a knife, a flashlight, and a pen. And so far, after carrying it today, it sits low on the belt and it rides like that instead of like this. So I don't know if this will get a full video on its own or if it'll get shown in my pocket dump on Tuesday and then ditched like it, but I hate how it
You
sits.
know what? It sounds weird, but you could put like a paracord through it and carry a neck carry or something.
Dude.
Like, you know where you flip it closed right there, where the clip, not where the clip is, but where it actually folds over. Yeah, right there, right
Yeah.
where the fold is, and you could put like paracord in there and carry it around your neck, like that. Yep.
This is that's a magnet
Oh,
instead of
okay.
like Velcro or snap.
Right.
I'd be afraid that that would,
Through that. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, like I like how much it holds. Just hate how low the belt clip is, and I'm not a seamstress, so I'm not rearranging that.
Yeah. Like, isn't it bolted in too?
Uh, yes, it is. It
Oh,
is bolted in, so that's stuck like Chuck.
yeah. Yeah. Seriously.
And I think all else I have is my Pixel Buds and a wallet that I can't show you because I haven't done a video on that
I know
either.
I got to do a video on this. I mean, but it's like literally an $8 wallet. Like, whatever.
But yeah, I think that's my carry.
Cool. That's awesome. Well, that's not like a ton of stuff.
No,
That's,
well, for me it's two knives. That's I'm
I mean,
slacking.
you know what? I literally have two knives too. Like, I mean, I'm not like using this all the time, but like when I open boxes and I don't want like friggin' tape all over my blades because for some reason that like irks me. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because then I got to come home, get alcohol, clean my blade out. Like normally I just clean it with a tank or something, but this works good.
You mean gunk like that on the end of your
Yeah,
blade?
alcohol. Just isopropyl alcohol gets it off.
Yep.
So whatever. I've been carrying this since I got it, and I like it, love it. I have a James brand Palmer. That's a utility knife, and it's a $60 utility knife. But I'm carrying this instead. I like it better because it has a clip.
Yeah.
The other one doesn't have a clip, and it annoys the hell out of me because it's like this much bigger too. So this is super small and minimal. I like it. It's in my bag though. I mean, I still got it in my bag.
I
Oh,
have the non-light version,
right.
and thanks to your recommendation, I actually got the
Thumb
stud.
stud. I got it
Yep.
from Surviving the Daily. Told me. You know what's weird is my hands are big, so I can't even use a thumb stud. I just kind of got it so I could unscrew it easier. So if I want to change blades, all I got to do is unscrew it. So to me, I'm still opening it two-handed, but whatever, it's all good.
So mine
It's
has the little funky Phillips
yeah,
head screw,
screw head. Yeah.
and I can one hand open it with that.
You know what's
So
cool about?
I'm excited for the thumb stud.
What's cool about it is that it's a razor knife that you can choke up on because it's got this ricasso right there. So
Yep.
if you it's super good. I like that. You can't do that with razor knives usually.
Yeah. It's
So
slice
that's awesome.
your finger open.
Yeah. Right. The other ones don't have like that ricasso there, so it's cool. Or guard, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I wanted to do the women in EDC because to me there's not a lot of women, or at least there might be, and they're just not on YouTube.
They don't call it that.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just weird to me that it's mostly a male dominated hobby, right? Why wouldn't it be everybody? Because to me it's prepping. Like, so to everybody, it's personal prep, whatever you carry on your body is tier one. So I just wonder what led you to your EDC journey. How did you get involved in it? And like I said, it's a male dominated hobby. So what did you just say? I don't care. I just want to be prepared. Because it's weird that it's not, because to me it's not really gender specific. Like everybody should carry stuff. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's weird that there's more dudes than chicks. I don't know.
I think the difference is, or at least one of the differences, is knife and firearms are generally speaking not something women are going to talk about carrying.
Right.
If they have one, they probably don't want you to know they have it.
Right.
So
Right.
I think part of it comes from that, and part of it comes from if a woman has a firearm, she would generally be less likely to be a collector and have like 8 different firearms that she can conceal carry
Right.
because they're all 9mm handguns. She's probably going to have 1 or 2, maybe 3 max that she can rotate between. Whereas guys, it's almost like a hobby collection thing.
Right.
And for to know a guy has a gun on him is drastically different in a lot of scenarios in public than to know a woman has a gun on her. Like if a woman has a gun on her, there's a reason, and that reason is protection, and she probably doesn't want you knowing, so it's going to be hidden in a handbag that doesn't look like a concealed carry handbag.
Right. Like a
Where
5 or something.
exactly. Whereas a guy will carry it in his, appendix. And if his shirt happens to get, slide behind the handle of the handgun and it's there, it's there. Like, I
Right,
think it's important to conceal it both ways, but there's definitely, women are a lot more vulnerable in a lot of situations,
right, right.
just from, if two people were walking on the street at night and they're not together and one's a guy and one's a girl, and you are looking to cause trouble, who are you most likely to go after? Who's the easier
Right, right,
target,
right, right.
generally speaking? And
Definitely.
so I think for that reason, you don't advertise. Whoa, I'm gonna kick my camera.
Mine too.
You don't advertise that you're carrying that. And I think women in general are more prepared. Like,
Sure.
if you were to walk around and you grabbed an average guy and an average girl, the average guy's probably going to have what's in his pockets.
Right,
The
right,
average female is probably going to have a bag on her of some
right,
sort.
right.
And
Since
so
forever,
what?
since forever, right?
Yeah,
Like
it
even my grandmother had a purse. If you ever wanted something, you'd say, "Hey, do you got band-aids?" Or they always, yeah, that's true. So they always were EDC in forever. Like
they
seriously,
EDC everything from Werther's Originals to napkins from
those are,
McDonald's
those are
to
good.
everything. I mean, Mary Poppins pulled out an umbrella from her bag,
I don't have
but
an umbrella in my bag. I got a lot of stuff in my bag. My wife says I have more purses than she does now because I because alpaca, right? Like,
yeah.
and then I just ordered another Chrome Industries pouch, but it's a shoulder pouch in the
Ooh,
same materials of the ones that I did the other day. So
I'm excited to see that.
like I'm going bag crazy. I don't even care. Like whatever, dude.
I dig that the camo orange color. I
Yeah,
dig
yeah. It's 1050D. What's Old Heritage Homestead? Hey.
that.
Right, she never carried.
Yeah.
Right, but you know what? I think that everybody should carry a firearm. Honestly, I mean, I think that any firearm restriction is a violation of the Second Amendment and unconstitutional, and therefore null and void. That's a libertarian standpoint, though, because people say, "Does you think everybody should have a gun?" And I'm like, "Well, technically, because shall not be infringed is pretty clear, right?" I
Yeah.
mean, could some people have guns? Probably not, but they should have the right to do it if
The-
they want it because that shall not be infringed. But
yeah.
there's all these interpretations. That's the problem with interpretation. You're interpreting when it's pretty much clear and written in the way it was written. That's what it means.
Yeah.
And for all the people that think that, AR means assault rifle, it doesn't. And also, the Second Amendment was not for hunting, it was to resist tyranny. So, this is why we have the Second Amendment to government overreach or tyranny. So, people don't understand that. You don't need an AR to kill a deer. No, but
No.
in Vietnam, 308s were used as sniper rifles. And I just saw a video of a guy hitting a target from a mile away with a 308. So,
No more purse carrying.
right.
Yeah.
It's hard to carry IWB, though, if you're a big fat guy. Just like, not that I'm a big fat guy, just a little one. But yeah,
Yeah.
so that's cool. You're right. Most women do have purses, but now, like, my wife carries a clutch, right? It's a
Yes.
coat bag. So you can't really put a lot of stuff in there. I mean, she has like a little, what is it? Gerber paraframe, a small one, mini,
Yeah. Yeah.
like Olight mini,
The
OPEN
knife
mini.
everyone starts with. Yeah.
Right, and an OPEN mini, but it fits in there though. You know what I mean? So it's like they're not. It's not even like this where you have loops in there. So I have like a full size sod buster in here. Like what I'm saying. So if my knife breaks, I got like a knife in here. So
Yeah.
so this is my purse. Seriously, but it's just interesting because I think that like I don't know. I'm seeing it a different way. I think I see it as preparedness. So, and I think everybody should be prepared. So,
Yes. And that I agree. Like, I do. Yeah, I think I everyday carry, so I'm prepared for whatever
right, right,
situation arises. And some days when I wake up, that involves me carrying more than two knives,
right, right,
because I like to have a knife that I will use to cut Amazon packages or envelopes. And I have a knife that I feel like, if that's a box cutter blade or something like that, then I probably have a knife on me that I feel is suitable to use around my 2-year-old, but to where I can easily keep the knife. Like, there's a safety level that comes in when I have a knife around my son, because
right.
he's a psycho. He's 2 years old and a psycho, and he
Serious.
does whatever pops in his head. So I'm probably not doing this around my 2-year-old. I'm not opening my knife in that manner. I'm more conscious when he's around, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to have a cool, 4-inch blade sitting back here on me as well. just because if I'm out and about and I see someone and they're like, "Hey, what knife are you carrying today?" I can show them a cool knife and not the little
Right.
small knife I'm going to open a package with. So it's the some are for showing, some are for using, and some are for cutting open boxes and getting tape on them.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
like what you said.
That's why I'm carrying the EAB light because I don't want to get. I'm just really being a knife Karen, actually, just because I want to get like serious. Just really, I mean, I use my knife. I just usually like for food or stuff, and it comes right off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I just don't like stuff that doesn't come off. I'm like, oh, I'm not carrying. I do have alcohol wipes though in here, so I could actually. Oop,
You
I
could
dropped
clean
it.
your knife.
I could.
Yeah.
I'm knocking my stuff down too now. So it is. I don't know. But yeah, so it's interesting because there's not a lot of people, or at least that I know. I mean, there probably is a ton of women on here doing EDC videos, and I just don't see them. I know like three. Like,
Yeah,
you know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
I don't find them. I
And it's weird to me because like I know people and they have their purse, so they are EDC technically. But when you say, "Oh, do you have a knife?" they're like appalled. Like, why wouldn't you have a knife? Like, I mean, like it doesn't. You don't have to be a dude to have a knife. Like, and I watch a lot of stuff and I read a lot of stuff about the 1800s and mountain men and that time period. I think it's cool. And it got me into trade knives, got me into the 1800s because that's the North American fur trade. And I read an article where it said that everybody at the time, like the 1820s, carried a knife, even like old ladies, because it was an essential part of life. So you could just walk
oh,
up to some old lady in the street and be like, "Oh, I need a knife," and she'd give you a knife out of her pocket. It's just so I don't know
hmm,
how it got away from that. I think that was cool. Like, you know what I mean?
that's
So
freaking awesome.
it is. It's just awesome, and it's still essential. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been places where we went away. We went to like Connecticut and we got our food and they didn't give us any utensils. And I didn't have a spork on me, so I it wasn't smart, but I was eating my food with a knife, like literally. So, but like I had a knife though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So now I have sporks, but back then that wasn't a big concern for me. I didn't think I needed one, but now I have like sporks everywhere. Actually, like my wife has one. I have one. There's like two in my bag. There's like one in my other bag. So, um, oh yeah, that's true. I
yeah,
got mineral oil. You know what it is with the mineral oil and stuff. I don't really use it for the stainless because like VG10 is like highly stainless. It's used in kitchens, so it's not going to really corrode. So I don't really need it like in my mind. You know what I mean? So
they use their hands.
I was seriously. Is that surviving the daily?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, but he's a savage, so that's why he uses his hands. But yeah, that was in Mystic too, man. Like I thought they'd be more like like more civilized than Mystic, but they're just like, here's your food. You don't get any straws, utensils. I have a straw, a metal straw too now because of them,
Yes.
because of those people. Like seriously, but yeah, so it's just I don't know. I think there should be more women in EDC. Actually, I really do. Like so, I mean, because it should be more balanced. Yeah, yeah, it just seems unbalanced to me. And I think, honestly, if there was more women in EDC, there'd be less knife Karens because most of the knife Karens are dudes that are little bitches. Seriously, like I'm not
Yeah.
even kidding. Like and like women aren't. Like what I'm saying? Because that's how my grandmother would have been like, "What do you mean you cut your artery? Just suck it up, put some tape on it, like just walk it off or
You're
something."
fine.
Like
It's the
seriously,
glue.
like you know what I mean? That's how women are. Dudes are like,
Yeah.
menopause. Like you know what I mean? So I just think it should be more balanced, and it's just odd and it's interesting. Well, you have a kid, so you carry your own specific EDC because I see your videos. And you're like, okay, I got this because I have a 2 year old. I got that. I got this. I got that. So like everybody's EDC is definitely unique to them and their situation. Um, so all women should have EDC, like because everybody has a situation. Like you
That's,
said, for a firearm, people carry firearms for different reasons.
yeah.
Women carry for protection, but so should dudes. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
What are you carrying it for if it's not for protection? Like, you're just gonna go out and shoot birds? Like, what do you? I mean, I don't know. You're gonna get attacked by crows? Like, it's weird. Like, or even if you carry this, like, do you have like something, a knife? Like, the thing is, I watch a lot of shows and I go to classes. One of my friends teaches Aikido, and I'm bringing my kids next week, so we go. But we have a I don't know. It's kind of like a show that we do for people. Like I bring knives, and there's another guy that's a licensed firearm instructor. He doesn't bring guns, but he has like mock ones, and he does class. And then we have my other friend. It's my loud ass dog. My other friend teaches martial arts. So we have unhanded combat, we have combat with knives, and then we have combat with firearms. So that's one of the classes we teach.
Dude, that's
So
awesome.
it's pretty cool. You know what I mean? So I think that everything can be used as a self defense weapon. But once
Yeah,
you say that a knife is a self defense weapon, then it's no longer a tool.
it's a
Then
weapon.
it's a weapon. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So like I have a cold steel mini leather neck that's just for stabbing people. Like if I had to, like I don't want to. That's why I carry this or whatever. If you carry a firearm, you know what I'm saying? It's just that I don't use it to cut like steaks because
Yeah,
you go to use it as a self defense weapon and it's dull. Now it's useless. So um,
that's awesome.
that's
Yeah,
cool. My
yeah,
son, you know what he was doing actually? He's 13, and my wife was like, "Dude, did you give him a knife?" I was like, "I gave him a whole bunch of knives." And then she was like, "He was in there doing that game, and he cut himself." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Although I've done that in the past, so I was like, I don't know." Or he throws his knife into the dresser. And I'm like,
yeah,
"Dude, like, your mom's out there, bro. I don't give a shit what you do." I'm like, just you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so I think that everybody should carry something for protection, even if it's just this.
yeah.
And a firearm instructor actually told me that if you're carrying a firearm or even a knife as a self-defense weapon, you shouldn't carry this because if you stab or shoot somebody, they're going to say, "Why didn't you use the pepper spray?"
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to take that into consideration too. So, I mean, whatever. I mean, I'm really not trying to shoot or stab people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go out in the morning going, "I'm going to just blow them," like, whatever. But here, about 50 miles away, there was a shooting in the mall, and somebody that was an innocent bystander got killed. So, and they shut it down. All the cops and everybody showed up. You know what I mean? So that stuff happens. It's crazy.
Yeah, you got
So
to
you
be
got to be protected. If
protected.
somebody was there with a firearm, maybe they could have did something, maybe not. I don't know. But you have to protect yourself anyway. You look at it.
Absolutely.
My pager. So yeah, so it's interesting to me. Like it's just one of those things. How come nobody talks about it? How come
Yeah,
there's not more women in EDC? How come it's not more equal? Not that it's not equal. I'm just saying more balanced.
I think you're spot on. I think it's not equal. A lot of men are into EDC or at least calling it EDC, and I think those are the reason. For some reason, it's taboo for women to have knives on them, and I don't like.
Weird.
Yeah, dude. That what if we grew up and our grandmothers were carrying around pocket knives? Our opinion of them would be drastically
They
different.
were though. Like some of them were, and you just
That's
didn't
what
know about it
I'm
because they
saying.
weren't talking. There was no YouTube, so you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying. So there was no Facebook. So there wasn't like grandmas going online going, "Look at my James Brand knife," or "Look at my Spider Call." You know, they weren't doing that, so you didn't know what that lady had.
here's a picture of today's Carrie.
Yeah,
Yes,
right.
they do. Yes,
Farm
they
girls
do.
for real. Country. That's see, I grew up in a country, so to me,
Those
that
are
maybe that's why.
girls.
Maybe
That's
that's why, because I grew up on a dirt road. So like
yeah.
fishing, and I know people like hunting, fishing, stuff like that. Um, yeah. So
Yeah, no, I'm a country girl, which might be how I'm in it.
I mean, whatever. I guess it's just a preparedness mindset too. Like a lot of prepper women do the EDC stuff because that's like a preparedness mindset. But
Yeah,
then everybody should be prepared too. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, so previously to the great TP shortage of 2020, my wife was not like necessarily a prepper. She didn't say I was crazy, but she was like, "You don't need 800 cans of green beans," and I'm like, "Well, you kind of do, though." Like,
you
I don't
might.
really like. But after that, all of a sudden, she's like, "Let's buy 5 sets of shelving and
Yeah,
load it up with like, you know what I'm saying?" And now
yeah,
the other day we had like 2 feet of snow. I couldn't get out of the house. I had a generator that she bought me for my birthday, and we have shelves full of food and 2 freezers, so we're good.
you're good
But
to go.
sometimes it takes that for people to realize that, oh, we should get ready for something because when it happens and you're not prepared, it's too late.
Yeah, yeah,
So
you're luck. No, I think COVID changed everybody's mindset on that. All of a sudden, the preppers and the crazy people weren't so crazy.
right. So like, yeah, I'm even gonna get another freezer. I have two, but I want to get another one. Like I have one for meat and then one for kid junk food. Like you
Yep,
know what I mean?
yep,
And I want to get one for bread so I can fill like 20 loaves of bread in there because they're
yes,
like a huge family and everybody. I'm like, what do you mean there's no bread? Like I just bought 5 loaves of bread. Like you know, apparently I need to buy 10. You know what I'm saying? So I need a different freezer. So I'm
yes.
gonna have
The
to.
bread freezer.
Yeah, like seriously, that's what it's gonna be. And then my wife's like, yeah, I agree. And I'm like, what? Seriously? That's awesome. Like let's get a
What?
shelf we can fill with knives and guns. And how about that? You know what I mean?
My husband never. I don't know. He's very nice. I married a
That
very
never
nice,
started. That's not
generous
going to end well
guy.
when you say stuff like that.
And oh no, I guess I wouldn't say anything about your wife and her response, but mine would never say anything to me about prepping. He would
Oh,
think it, he wouldn't say it to me. Um, but after COVID, he now like he's prepping,
that's
he's
cool.
grabbing stuff. He wants a freeze dryer. He
That's,
wants to get a freeze dryer and freeze dry our food.
I just have a dehydrator. Freeze dryers are like
You
3,500.
lost audio.
Oh, I did. And I don't know why I lost audio. I have no
We
idea. Can
That's
you
crazy.
like? Maybe I got shadow banned or
Yeah,
something.
somehow we lost audio on you, Rich, and I don't see anything on my side
Can
to
you can't even hear me?
bring it back.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
They can hear me.
okay, so they can hear you.
Well, that's weird. But you can't
They
hear
can
me.
hear you.
I don't. It doesn't say anything on my side. You guys should
Yeah,
type what
that's
I'm saying.
cool.
Like I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't know.
All right, so
You can hear both
everyone
of
else
you.
can hear both of us, but can you hear me? You
It's all a product of the environment. I can hear you.
That is funny.
I don't have anything showing up either. So let me see. Mute microphone.
I wonder if I lost audio.
Now, hello. I can hear now. We have to teach some res hand talking. I don't know. I can hear
All
you
right,
though.
well, this definitely got weird fast. So we will do these lives once every other week or so is the goal. I think every 2 weeks is kind of tentatively the goal right now.
Do
And
that.
seeing how it goes, we will carry on, add more, dwindle it down, whatever you guys want. But so definitely keep an eye out. We will try to give you a
Those-
4 or 5 day a 4 or
That's my
5 day
job.
heads up on a live video so you guys can join us. So thank you so much for being here. Rich, I'll let you say something if you want to.
So yeah, so that's a good topic. So we'll think of more topics and go with that and keep doing the dumps. I mean, A probably will have topics for me too, whatever. I just happen to be curious about why there wasn't more women at EDC. So you guys have a good one.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Have a good one. We'll catch you next time.